So, you're looking to get fit. Maybe you're looking to lose a bit of weight, gain some muscle, get rid of that beer belly from Christmas, or maybe those love handles. Well, you don't like the gym, and perhaps you can't even afford it. Well, what do you do? Well, in this video, guys, I'm going to be addressing a few of the things that you can do to still hit your fitness goals and your health goals throughout the year without having to spend lots of money or go into the gym. So, without further ado, guys, let's get into this video. Watch out. Right guys, so the first thing that I want to address in this video is actually just about being active. Now, what tends to happen a lot is people fall into the trap of thinking they're being active when actually they're not. What I mean by this is really in order to be able to feel healthy, to be healthy, to hit your fitness goals, even if that is just to lose a few pounds, is to be active, guys. Go out. Instead of jumping in the car and driving into the shop that's 5 minutes down the road, why don't you walk there? I mean, if you can. If you enjoy getting outside, going on hikes on the weekend, perhaps trying to get up a little bit earlier before work and maybe going on a short jog. And trying not to do everything all at once. It's not a rush, okay? This is about a journey with you and your fitness. So if it's a case that you've never run a day in your life, don't go out and try and run a marathon. Just go out, get your headphones in and just do a couple of laps around your block if you need to. It doesn't need to be very far, but it's just something to get your heart rate up. Now, if you don't like running or walking, you could always try cycling. If you've got a bike, or even if you don't, you can get one fairly cheap off things like Amazon, off of the Facebook Marketplace, even in local cycling shops. You can find like a relatively affordable bicycle, and you can do things like cycling to work. Obviously it does depend on where you work, but those are your options. So generally speaking, guys, if you're looking to sort of just lose a bit of body weight, generally trying to keep active is a good thing to do. Perhaps it's a case that either you want to step your workouts up a notch and you already feel like you are fairly active in your lifestyle. Let's say you already do regular walks. Perhaps you have a dog and you take your dog for walks in the morning and the evenings. Or maybe you already cycle to work and you're thinking, well, I want to step this up even further. Now, the next thing that I would probably suggest you do is look at like home workouts, okay? There are all sorts of different home workouts that you can think of or you can find on YouTube. You know, thinking about your basic sort of body principles. Things like doing squats and lunges, okay? Finding something that you can pull yourself up with, doing press-ups, okay? And something that kids often do, going into your kitchen and doing dips on your work surfaces. Alright, if you're wanting to do stuff with your arms, picking things up that are potentially heavy that you might find around the house, like tins and various other objects, and just lifting them up, lifting them above your heads, all sorts of things like that. There are options that you can invest in weights, so you can buy things like dumbbells, kettlebells, you can buy things that hook over your door, and you can make your home workout that little bit more dynamic. You can also do abdominal work or core work in general, things like sit-ups, you can do yoga. There are lots of options available. In fact, there are many apps available for home workouts. There are many videos on YouTube, and you only often need a very small space to be able to achieve them. So you can give those a try. Okay guys, so I mentioned briefly just now that there are a few sort of additional items that you can buy that will take your home workouts to the next level, and I have a couple of them here with me. But I don't think I'm particularly dressed appropriately. So let me get changed and I'm going to go through and show you some of the items that I've got that you could get that will turn your volume up a gear. That's better. Right, so the first item that you can get, and it really isn't that expensive. It depends on where you look. My suggestion would definitely be with any gym equipment, look around, don't just go to the first place. And generally speaking, weighted items like dumbbells, weight plates and things like that, they are quite expensive, so just be a bit aware of what you're buying. But the first thing is one of these. Now this is called a kettlebell. Mine is 8 kilos. I've not got anything heavier than this purely because for home workouts I don't feel like I need it. I usually use things like this for doing like sit-ups and core workouts and maybe doing some sort of isolation of my arms. But with things like this, guys, you can do a whole range of different exercises. Okay guys, so what can you do with a kettlebell? Well, just treat it like a dumbbell essentially. So you can do all sorts of things. You can hold them up, okay? You can do things above your head like so, okay? You can treat it like a dumbbell, and you can do lifts, curls. Think about your arm, you can do some tricep stuff. Anything that you can think about doing with a dumbbell, you can essentially do with a kettlebell too. There are also great workouts online on things like YouTube, and I'm sure there are many workout apps that show you specific kettlebell workouts. So go along, have a look, see what you can find, and ultimately you guys need to just do what you can with the equipment that you've got. Right guys, so the next thing is one of these. Now this is it's called a home gym or a door gym. These are great, okay? I will swear by these. If you're going to do home workouts, buy yourself one. They're really cheap. You can get them for like a tenner off Amazon. Okay, and what you do is you hook them over the door, okay, you can do pull-ups and stuff with them, you can push them on the floor, you can do press-ups, you can even hook your feet in them and do sit-ups. Let me show you what I mean. Guys, it's as simple as that. You can do press-ups, you can do sit-ups, you can do all sorts of different things, all from using this one piece of equipment. Now let's say that doesn't interest you. The whole principle and the idea of doing any sort of fitness or gym related work just bores the hell out of you, and it just, you know that you're going to fail. My next option and suggestion for you is to try and take up a hobby. Now I know this is something that you know, adults, grown-ups think that is mostly something that children do, take up a hobby, but you'll be surprised at how many adults, how many middle-aged to even you know, our elders actually really get stimulated and find that taking up an additional hobby is really good for both their physical and mental well-being. Now this can be anything from joining a running club, it could be deciding to try and take up tennis, squash, all the way through to things like martial arts. Now, if you've seen my last video, I did briefly talk about the things that you can do to sort of enter the year and achieve your fitness goals. One of the things that I showed you was that I'm actually a martial arts instructor. Now, I teach Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm not going to go too much into what Jiu-Jitsu actually is, but martial arts as a whole are a fantastic way of hitting your fitness goals. Every martial art is slightly different. Some focus on striking, kicking, punching, things like that. Others focus on takedowns and on ground restraints. And then there are others that sort of also incorporate fitness into them, so things like boxing and kickboxing. Often they do things like not only teach you how to defend yourself, but they also do lots of fitness orientated stuff as well. So you really can find things that will get you active, that will get you fit, flexible, and will get you strong, but isn't you standing in front of a mirror trying to do curls with your arms, with baked bean tins, or going and spending lots of money on gym memberships. So have a look in your area and try something new. You might find you really enjoy it, and I can assure you, if you stick with it and you can make it a routine, it will get you fitter. Okay guys, and the final thing that I am going to do before I wrap this video up is, I mentioned at the beginning a little bit about gaining muscle. Now, from personal experience, you're going to struggle to gain any real strength. Muscle is a little bit different, but strength from things like home workouts. Now, a few of you, well, many of you are watching this now will probably be shouting at your computer or your phones because there are things like calisthenics. Now, calisthenics is basically bodyweight exercises, and you can also do weighted bodyweight exercises. And kudos to the people that do calisthenics. I think it's incredibly impressive. And if home workouts and things like that are, you know, you feel like that's more up your street and you enjoy stuff like that more, or you think you might enjoy stuff like that more, type in calisthenics on YouTube. You'll be able to find lots of stuff on there. And basically the idea is that you're using your own body weight to work out. So you're doing lots of like weighted dips, press-ups, pull-ups, all sorts of things like that. And you can get incredibly shredded and you can get incredibly strong. And the thing that I like about things like calisthenics is it's all very functional, alright? Lifting yourself up, pushing yourself off the floor. It's all very functional, so that, you know, if, let's say, you had to ever jump over something, climb a brick wall. You have those options available because every day that is what you're training. So if that's something that you're interested in, have a look. But if your goal is to be able to squat some ridiculous amount of weight or pick something really, really heavy off the floor, naturally you're going to struggle without going into a gym or finding some training arena where you have really heavy weights that you can play around with. So if that's your goal, think twice about avoiding the gym. Okay guys, so there you have it. I hope you guys have found this video useful. Like I say, the best thing to do if you're looking to lose that extra weight or gain muscle or just generally hit your fitness goals is just to think outside the box. You don't have to go into a gym. You just want to try and make sure that you maintain a healthy, active lifestyle. If needs be, go and find something new to do. Go and take up a new hobby. You never know, you might really, really enjoy it, make new friends. There's so many benefits of doing it. Well, if you enjoyed this video, guys, please make sure you give it a like. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. I endeavour to answer all questions, so if you have one, stick something down there and I'll get back to you. If you enjoy my videos and you want to see any more, please make sure you subscribe, because that's the easiest way to keep in contact, keep track of what I'm producing. And if you tick that little bell notification, it will let you know whenever I upload anything. So all of my content will be available for you firsthand straight away. So until next time, guys, have a good one, and please go and try something new. Bye.